Hello, everybody. It's me again in a raw and unfiltered video. And today I would like to talk about what currently hurts me the most on my way out. And that's the fact that you have to leave behind those that you consider your friends. I still consider them to be my friends. There's not maybe not a single individual that really hurt me. I didn't leave the congregation because of hurt feelings, of injustices that I've seen. And I've seen injustice. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video, but not today. They are my friends. And I cannot do anything. From what I've experienced so far, the discussions always go along the same line. The organization is always right. And even if they provide you with the most stupid reasoning you can imagine, the organization must be right. And we're not talking about stupid people that I'm talking with. We're talking about people of reasonable intelligence that have maybe not a good education, but decent jobs that require them to think. But they refuse to do that when it comes to their God, the organization. It sucks. It really sucks. Because, I mean, if we talk about an 80-year-old man or maybe a couple in their 70s or 80s, I'm not too sure if it really makes sense to wake them up. I don't know. Who am I to judge? I've never been in my 70s and 80s, and I'm glad I'm not, because otherwise this would be extremely even more frustrating than it already is. But I don't know. Maybe if you're an older person, you can share your thoughts with me. But I think waking them up and taking away the hope that they believe they have would be extremely unfair, because of the lack of perspective that they would have. Because let's just assume, and I've not taken a decision on that yet, but let's assume they would stop to believe in God. That would mean that they maybe have 1, 2, 5, 10 years, and then they're dead, and then that's it. And they have probably wasted the whole existence that they had on this planet in service for that organization of false promises. So I don't know what to do with older people. I'm not sure if it's fair to wake them up. But if we talk about people in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s, they do have perspective. They can change their life. And there is beauty out in this world. I mean, we experience so many beautiful things right now. We really enjoy life. We make no mistake, we still have struggles. We still mourn the living dead. At least we're dead for them. But anyways, that would distract now. But I mean, life is beautiful. Just go out and look at nature. It's amazing. Enjoy it. Don't waste your Saturday mornings knocking on doors, disturbing people from enjoying their lives, providing them with false hope. But they do that. And there's no way for Jehovah's Witnesses to really calm down and relax. How should they? I mean, bad job, have to work 5 days a week. Maybe you have a part-time job and are pioneering, so even less time. On Saturday, where normal people would relax, they go in the field service, maybe even in the afternoon, not only in the morning, because they're very zealous. And then they have the Saturday evening where they meet with other friends and share that nothing happened in the ministry, that they had at least an option or an opportunity, to talk for 30 seconds, and maybe they were able to reach that person's heart. Reality is, the next time they gonna visit, the person probably won't listen anymore. But anyways, okay, Saturday is fixed. Done. Everything's settled. You have your schedule. No chance. Sunday, you could take kind of a day off. Go out in the mountains for a hike, or go in the park, or just sit in your backyard if you're lucky enough to have one, or on your balcony or whatever, and enjoy your life. Relax. Read a bit. Listen to music. Do some sports. Yeah, but we can't go the whole day because there is the meeting on Sunday. So we can't do that. And in the week, you come home from a long day of work, or maybe half a day of work and service, but then there's family worship, personal studies. Maybe you have a talk that you have to prepare. Maybe you will, I don't know, have a part in the meeting. I don't remember the English names of the meetings on Thursday, but you have, if you're a male person, you might have a question and answers part, and you have to prepare for it. Or you have a little talk, one of those 10 minutes parts to give. Or if you're a female Jehovah's Witness, you might have a demonstration. There's always something to do. You have no opportunity to calm down and relax. They really want it all. They take your whole life away from you. And now we're talking about my best friend that is closer to me than my real brother. At least he was. Who is married to a beautiful girl, a lovely couple. They are really in my heart. I really love them. And they are wasting their whole existence for an organization that they are unwilling to question. And I don't know what I could do. It's the feeling of helplessness, of impotence, of, I don't know, having no option to help. And who am I to decide? But I would at least provide them with the option to decide, to see both sides of the coin, to hear both sides of the story. But what I have to face is absolute powerlessness. He doesn't talk to me anymore. And it's not that I've spammed him with evil apostate material or stuff. I don't get any response. Maybe I'm dead to him. I don't know. But he's dedicating his whole existence to that bloody organization. And I wonder what happens if let's say he wakes up in 20 years. That would mean that there's no more option for kids. There's no more option for a kind of last minute education to pursue some goals he might have if they would not have been overridden by the organization's goals. That he might add something meaningful to his life, something he cares about. He really cares about. He pretends that he cares for the organization. Today, if I could somehow wake him up today, he has all the options. He could have a good life. He could have everything. But there's nothing I can do. I mean, what can you do if there is no communication? So I wonder if I should just text him questions. I mean, maybe you've seen my quick thoughts videos. And ask him to explain a couple of points that I made. But my fear is that this would even make our relationship worse. It would push him farther away from me. But the problem is I don't know. Because I don't know where he stands. Because there is no communication, and that really makes me angry. Not against him. Not at all. If he would now knock on my door, I would just hug him and sit him down, make him have a coffee or a tea or a cold drink because it's quite warm outside. And start to talk to him. But that opportunity is taken away from me. And it makes me sad, really. I hate the feeling of powerlessness, helplessness, that I can't do anything. I really hate that. Because usually I'm not. I usually know what to do, when to do, and how to do it. But I'm lost here. Maybe you have an idea. Maybe you can give me advice. I would love to hear. Maybe you have managed to wake up friends. The thing is, he's serving where the need is greater. He is an elder. He has learned another language. So he's one of those 100% or 110% witnesses. And that kind of scares me away. But maybe I shouldn't allow that to happen. I have to think about that. And I would really like to hear your thoughts. This was, again, just no script. Just my thoughts. Maybe you can understand what I'm going through right now. Maybe you have a good advice. I would love to hear that. Just a little update on the books project. I'm still beating my way through the history of Western philosophy from Bertrand Russell. It's really a tough one because there's so much information that it's so condensed. Maybe I have to do videos of just parts of it because I've found some interesting similarities between teachings of the ancient Greeks and what the Apostle Paul had to say. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Let's see. Maybe I'll do that right now. Let's see. And to relax, because the Bertrand Russell book is not too relaxing, I'm reading Dante's Divine Comedy, which some of you might think I'm crazy to find that relaxing, but I really enjoy that. The use of language. I mean, even if it's translated, I can't read it in the original language, but the translation still is a lot of fun. It's really interesting. I think I will make a video on that. I have a couple of ideas about how I could use that. It's pretty interesting. I know. Do you know Dante's Divine Comedy? It's about a person going down to hell and describing what he experiences, what he sees, how hell is structured. It's really funny. No, it's not funny, but it's really interesting. I mean, what lines of thought actually the Bible has inspired. Really interesting. Anyways, I think that's it for now. Thank you for listening. I would love to hear your thoughts. Maybe you have a good advice. And maybe I'll come up with another more interesting video soon. So thank you for listening, and till next time.